Hey everyone, it is Tuesday, May 3rd, 2016. This is Talk to Me Tuesday, number 225. I'm going to try and make this quick. I'm seeing some gray clouds moving in. I want to get my video done since it is Tuesday on a Tuesday with the light that I have. So here we go. Very little crafty to share with you this week. I am keeping my fingers crossed that by next Wednesday I will have everything finished, completed, and packaged up and ready to go of the birthday gifts that I'm sending out, so that hopefully next Saturday I will be able to get to the post office and post them off to people. So fingers crossed. I'm this close to being done with what I can do at work, and then I have to finish them off at home. So we'll see what happens, but my goal is to get it done, finished, so that by next Saturday they can get posted out. So here's hoping. The only thing I have crafty to share with you is a pair of socks I'm working on. I actually started working on another pair of socks. I was not at all pleased with the way they looked to begin with, but I said maybe they'll fit and I'll like them. Tried them on when I was like halfway through the sock, and I did not like the way it fit, so I frogged that idea. I was going to use the same pattern on this pair of socks. Unfortunately, because of the yarn, I'm losing the pattern in it, so I went with something else. But I am, for the first time in my sock knitting career, actually doing two at a time. So here they are. It's the pattern, I believe, is a lace trellis inlay or something. Can't really see it right now because I've just gotten started on it, but I'm liking it so far. It's a very easy pattern. You can really see it when you're actually looking at the sock itself. But doing two at a time, I think the only problem I'm going to run into is when it comes to doing the heel. So if anyone is experienced with two at a time socks, you've done a heel on, if you could kind of give me a hint as to a video or how you did it or whatever, that would be great. But here they are. This is being done in the Peyton's Croy stretch sock yarn, and the color is licorice. So you'll be seeing those completed at some point in time. The only other thing I have to share, we had our book sale at our local library this past weekend, and I have to say I'm very pleased with the books I purchased this time. Sometimes I come back and I like the book when I'm looking at it because I'm just really quick glancing through. And then I get home and I really start looking at it. I'm like, you know, but for $1 I can't really complain. So if it's something I'm not going to use, I'm going to put it in the pile of stuff. I still have to get through all these books so that all those crafters out there who want these books that I'm not going to use, I can get rid of them. So anyway, I did manage to pick up a couple regular reading books. I picked up a Stephen King. I picked up a volume which is a mixture of different authors. I also got a couple Dean Koontz and a couple John Saul, but I'm not going to share those because they're not crafty books. But yeah, of course, horror writers, you know, what would I get? Horror books, but that's me. So anyway, let me share with you the crafty books I got. First one, this is kind of crafty, but kind of not. It's a Halloween book. It's Custom Spells and Recipes. And I absolutely love the cover of this book. I have a lot of books dealing with Christmas, but this is really the first book dealing with Halloween. So I think that's kind of neat. And I'm sure Oph and Jen would like this because she loves Halloween. Although she has plenty of ideas in her own head. She doesn't need a book, I'm sure. I also got this Cross Stitch Patterns. It's an older book. This is something that you can use the whole pattern, or you can just take pieces of the pattern and do them. And there's some really nice patterns in here. This is half of a pattern, so I'm not going to try and find the other half because it's in here somewhere. But some really nice patterns in there, so, you know, really neat stuff. So I got that. Oh, sorry about that. I'm dropping them down because there's no place else. I also got a Jewelgami book. And this is very similar to the book that Erin sent me, only this deals with jewelry and hers dealt with clothes. So I can sit down and maybe talk my daughter into sitting down with me and we can do some origami. So I used to do that all the time when I was young. I also got this. It's Knit Scarves, and this is put out by the same person who does the book for the socks that the Buttercup pattern came out of, which I still have to pull out and share. But this has knit scarves. Not sure if I'm going to keep this or I'm going to ship this off. I'm thinking of just pulling some of the lacier patterns out of here and then sending it off to someone else. I'm not sure though. I have to think about it yet, and my camera's going dark here. I also got 200 knitted blocks, and you can definitely use this if you're a knitter. Come in handy for doing different things like dishcloths and, you know, maybe socks and stuff. And I love this block right here. That blue block is really pretty. So this will definitely come in handy. And if I ever decide to knit an Afghan again, there you go. Got 200 blocks to choose from. I got also one skein, which is 30 quick projects to knit and crochet. There's a lot of really pretty patterns in here. And they say it's done with a single skein of yarn. So, you know, we'll see. I also picked up 101 Designer One Skein Wonders, which has a lot of different patterns in it as well. And there's this really cute little guy in here. If I can find him. There he is. Like this little guy right here. He's cute. So, but a lot of really neat patterns in there. So I'm sure that'll get some use as well. And there again, they say one skein. So we'll see. I also picked up, it's called 1+1 Scarves, Shawls, and Shrugs. This is 25 plus projects from just 2 skeins. This I think I'm going to send off to somebody. I don't think I'm going to get as much use out of it as I think they will. So I think this is going to be sent off to them. But there are some absolutely beautiful patterns in here. So, but I think that's going to get sent off to someone. I also got Knitting on the Road, sock patterns for the traveling knitter. And these patterns are actually inspired by the different locations the person went to on their travels. And this one right here, called the New England, is my favorite pattern in the book. I really like the way that looks. So that is definitely a sock I'm going to have to do. I also got Knitting with Bits and Pieces, which is a lot of scrap work with smaller bits of yarn and stuff. There are some sweater patterns and larger projects in here, but you get some smaller things with just using scraps. So I like that. And last but not least, I got Inspired Cable Knits. And this is absolutely gorgeous book. It has a lot of beautiful sweaters in it. The one sweater I like, and I probably won't be able to find it. I don't want this video to get too long. It was towards the back of the book here. You would think I'd be able to find it pretty quick. But of course I won't. I should have probably marked the page. It would have been easier. Oh, there it is. It's called Peekaboo, and it's this, whoops, where am I? This sweater right here, and I absolutely love it. It's actually done with a bulky weight yarn, or no, this is a fine yarn. So there's another one in here that's done with bulky weight that's absolutely gorgeous too. So there's that. So anyway, that's it. That's all I have to share with you today. I did watch people's videos last week. I started to comment. Once again, I hit post comment. The comment disappeared. I was not in the mood. I was tired at the time. I said, you know what? I'll just watch the videos. I think what I'm going to have to do is just have a notepad next to me, watch the videos, jot down notes, and then actually get my computer out and type the comments up on the computer. Because for some reason, my tablet wants to give me a hard time. Which is nothing new. So, anyway, that being said, welcome to our newcomer. Want to say that. So we do have a newcomer to TTMT. So we look forward to seeing more videos from you. And we hopefully will get some more newcomers. But other than that, that's it. I don't want to start rambling. I want to get this video wrapped up. So, that being said, I do look forward to watching everyone's videos. I hope you all have a wonderfully crafty week and a wonderfully crafty weekend. As for me, I'm out. As for you, it's good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, whatever it is. I really do hope it's a great one. And I will see you all next week. And this is actually Tuesday. Yay! So, anyway, goodbye.